Well, everybody's favorite mayor, Bill de Blasio, NYC mayor, now ordering an aggressive crackdown on anybody not wearing a mask. We're going to break it down in full, guys. Before I go any further, if you enjoy my daily content here on YouTube, I encourage you could help support the channel and ministry with a $5 a month donation. You could do so by going over to patreon.com/conservativetruth. That link in the description also gets you access to over 20 exclusive podcasts where I talk more about sensitive information. You get the alerts for anything that goes up over there on Patreon, unlike YouTube, where you will not be notified for all the videos that I do. So when you guys get done watching me here, browse back to check what you've missed. Please like this video, share it, hit the bell, subscribe, and I wear the glasses because I'm blind. Now, let's talk about NYC Mayor Bill de Blasio. No doubt in my mind, and probably not in a lot of yours either, that he is the worst mayor, not just in the history of New York, but also in the history of the United States. I know we have a lot of bad mayors out there, but he has to be at the top of that list. Now, in a press conference yesterday, he stated that going forward, they were going to be enforcing strict crackdowns on any residents who are not wearing face masks. He said he is tired of having to tell people this over and over again. He said, but this is what they're going to have to do. And for those that are in violation, they are going to be receiving harsh fines. We're talking about fines that could go up into the thousands for those that are not wearing masks. Now, he says that, well, that's not what we want to do. We don't want to have to fine people, but we will. And that's the direction that we're going to take. We're going to first tell people, if we catch you not wearing a mask, this is going to go for it. You know, you're inside of a business or if you're outside of a business. If you're not wearing a mask, you're going to be told you have to put a mask on, or you're going to be receiving fines for that. And then you're going to be told a second time, you know what, put that mask on, otherwise you're going to get the fines. And then the last resort is they're going to find you. Law enforcement officials have been directed to do so. I would hope, though, that the police there in NYC, who are treated so poorly from de Blasio, wouldn't even enforce this, because he cares nothing about the police there in New York. Okay, you got people that have been rioting there in New York. You talk about all the violence that's been happening there. This guy is more concerned about making sure you have a mask on your face than he is about cleaning up the crime in his own city. That's how sick Mayor de Blasio is. He could care less about the crime that's happening. How the numbers have just been going up astronomically compared to a year ago. But no. He's going to slap you with fines if you don't wear a face mask, because that's the imminent danger here, is that you people who don't have your masks on there in NYC, you are apparently more of a threat than the people who are rioting and causing chaos in the streets are. And that's sad. But this is who de Blasio is. It's who he's always been. And also, look at this. We're also getting very close to the election. You guys remember, it was just last week, you had the situation in Ohio with a woman that got tased at her son's football game because she wasn't wearing a mask. And then you had the Christians over in Idaho that got arrested for doing a psalm sing outside of a city hall in a parking lot. This is where we're going now. This is tyranny. It's what this is. People don't want to talk about it. And you know what? And I want to hear the president. Honestly, I want to hear President Trump talk more about this. I didn't hear nothing about that in that first debate. And I know that everybody was screaming over each other and everything like that. But you know what? I want that to come up. I want to see what it is that he can do. There's got to be something he can do stepping in here and saying, you know what? Enough is enough. Stop arresting people. Stop fining people for not having them wear a mask. It should be their decision whether or not they want to wear a mask or not. For those that don't feel safe, don't come out of your house. We don't want to see you anyway. Stay at home. You could stay there until Christ comes back, for all I care. Probably as many of you care either. But that's the truth here. I mean, we cannot continue to keep living like this and allowing these tyrannical mayors and governors and other city officials try to run our lives. Enough is enough. I feel bad for those that live in cities like this, in NYC and others across the country, who are subject to this tyranny. But you know what? It's just, when America has done what it's done, the immorality that we've now allowed to enter into this country, when we've turned our back on God. And I'm not talking about the good Christian people out there, you know, especially those of you watching me, you know. No, I'm talking about other people out there. Those that are praying for this nation. There's a lot of people who are praying for this nation to turn around, repent, and come back to God. It doesn't look like it's happening. It's ultimately in God's hands. I know as of right now, it looks to me that he has allowed the United States to go into captivity. And that's sad, just like the Israelites were allowed to do so. when they were singing against God. The parallels are very similar between our two countries, especially now that we're in the last days and Christ is coming back soon. Well, guys, what do you think here about the new crackdowns on not wearing masks at NYC? You can let me know in the comment section. I'll also have some more information on this in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'll be back with more. You guys take care. Please be safe out there. God bless each and every single one of you, and I'll talk with you soon.